Hey, what's up, everybody? Knuckles here. Listen, in case you haven't seen it, PK Subban's father, Carl, not happy with what's going on in the NHL with all the gambling commercials that we're seeing on TV during games. So I know it's revenue for the league and for teams around the NHL. Some of their biggest stars, obviously, are behind this and do commercials for these online betting sites. But I think the NHL, certainly, I know it's driven by money, but do they really care about who is affected by this? And again, the target audience is young men between 18 and 35. That is their target audience they're going after. And certainly gambling problems can happen. And if your family hasn't been affected by some sort of addiction, whether it's drug addiction, alcohol, gambling, it can be devastating to families. Gambling problems can happen to anyone from any walk of life. And certainly your gambling goes from fun to a harmless diversion to an unhealthy obsession with serious consequences. It happens with alcohol, same way. You think you're having fun, you're going along, and next thing you know, you are so addicted. And drugs, same thing. And whether you bet on sports, scratch cards, roulette, poker, slots, whatever you do in a casino, at the track, or online, a gambling problem can strain your relationships, interfere with work, and certainly lead to financial disaster. So, I don't think the NHL, when we think about it, really cares about that. Their bottom line is the almighty dollar and growing this league. It's unfortunate. Honestly, when I see it every night, and I'm not a gambler, I certainly, to see the amount and the way they push it at you, I can only see disaster for a lot of kids out there, families, young men who they're targeting, who, have this thing right in their pocket and can just go on there and away you go. Again, like alcohol, like drugs, gambling destroys lives, families, relationships, and it's certainly a tough one. I think back to the NHL. Back in the days of people cigarette ads, right? Athletes couldn't promote cigarettes, right? Back in the day, where not back in the day, but alcohol. A lot of NHL teams. Look at Montreal Canadiens, owned by Molson. Players could not promote on TV in any commercials Molson products, any alcohol products. The league is against that. And it's funny, they're against players doing that, but it's okay for them to promote gambling. And the problem with that is a lot of these young kids being impressionable, looking up to guys like Austin Matthews, Gretzky, the number of guys who are in the forefront now, these superstars in the NHL, promoting this behavior. It's not a good look. So I don't think the NHL really cares as long as the money's coming in, and at what expense. Youth, young kids, adults, and people who get addicted. Unless you've been affected by addiction, you won't have a clue what it can do to families, relationships, and lives. So I don't blame Mr. Subban for doing what he's doing. He has spoken out about it, and I certainly can back him on that one. No question about it. That's my uppercut for this week. Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to RawKnux podcast. Please like, follow, and subscribe.